Hi everyone, it's so good to be back here again. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yes, I really appreciate you. Yes, don't forget this is Saffron Media and we are here to give you the best, the most trending, exciting, reliable and authentic happenings in Nigeria, especially in the area of politics and many more. So ensure you stay tuned, relax, enjoy, get the best right from here. Yes, guys, without further ado, please don't forget to like, share our videos. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell. Yes, remember that some time ago the Afaka students were actually that is the student from the college of marginalization. They were actually kidnapped by the Boko Haram sect, and they requested for a huge sum of 600 million, but the parents were able to raise about over 60 million or so. And somehow, I don't know how the government negotiated with the bandits, and after about 2 or 3 months with the bandits in the forest, they were finally released. But the parents of these students have been crying out, saying that their children has been exhibiting abnormal behavior. The parents have been crying out, well, what has been done to the students? Have they been given hard drugs, or what exactly have they done to them that is making them behave abnormal? Because really, the government should actually work on these guys. Once students like these are released, they should be taken to a rehab, take care of them, make sure they are okay physically, mentally, psychologically, everything, ensure they are okay. Not just bringing them out of the forest and the next thing you throw them to their parents. It is crazy, because people like this, some of them can just end up becoming bandits themselves, because they believe this government do not care. The government do not care what you become, how you went through hell just because the government was not responsible enough. And at the end of the day, some will become what you never expected. So really, it is important that our government should take care of any student or anyone that has been kidnapped by these terrible terrorists. Yes, because if you just leave people into the society like that, it is dangerous for them and also dangerous for the society. But anyway, let's see some of the behaviors the parents are actually talking about, how they are behaving in the home. All right, guys, without further ado, it says right here that parents of the abducted students of Federal College of Forestry Marginalization of FACA at Kaduna, who were released by their abductors, have said that most of the students have been exhibiting some abnormal psychological behaviors due to lack of proper medical checkup and trauma counseling necessary for their rehabilitation. The parents therefore demanded for immediate compensation from the Federal Ministry of Environment and the Institute to enable them treat their children of their trauma. The parents, in a statement signed by Abdullahi Usman, chairman of the forum, alleged that the ministry and the institute were insensitive to their children's plight and indifferent to their trauma. According to the parents, on Wednesday, 5th May 2021, the remaining 27 of the 39 abducted students of the Federal College of Forestry and Marginalization, Afaka, Kaduna, were released by their abductors. It would be recalled that 2 of the 39 abducted students escaped soon after the abduction on the night of 11th March 2021, while 10 were released in the 2 batches of 5 each on 5th and 7th April, respectively. The release of the 27 on May 5th, following unquantifiable efforts by their parents, who suffered excruciating hardship and trauma resulting in the death of a parent, was greeted with global applause and cheers. The release of the students ignites hopes that they would immediately be made to go through the very necessary medical checkup to ensure their soundness of health, especially to heal them of all terror-inflicted trauma that could negatively affect their normal living. The parents of the students had expected the Federal Ministry of Environment and Forestry Research Institute of Nigeria to immediately set a process in motion for such necessary checkup and compensation to assuage all negative effects of terror they and the children severely suffered. However, 1 month after the release of the entire students, most of whom have been exhibiting some abnormal psychological behaviors due to lack of proper medical checkup and trauma counseling necessary for their rehabilitation, where the parents have received no inkling of hope from the ministry or institute for any compensation over the psychological damage inflicted on the children during their 56-day encounter with terror. We wish to stress that consequent upon foregoing, most of the children have not been living their normal lives since they are released by the abductors, yet the ministry and institute seem insensitive to their plight and indifferent to their trauma. Accordingly, we, parents of the released students, hereby categorically demand immediate compensation from the ministry and the institute to enable us treat them of their trauma. We are resolute in our resolve to back and bite in our pursuit of compensation for our children, whose abduction was no fault of their own, from whatever authority responsible for such compensation. We will go to every extent, using every legal instrument available to us, bona fide and law-abiding citizens of this country, to get what we believe our children deserve to facilitate their return to normal life. We now deem it legitimately and legally fit to demand what we believe should be given to us for the proper rehabilitation of our children, they said. Well, it is unfortunate that we have such a failed government, that students can be kidnapped for such a long time, and you believe once they are released, they can just be released into the society. You know, it is a serious threat to release such students to the society without making them go through real rehabilitation. I mean, take care of their mental health, their psychological health is very, very important. Make sure they are totally well. Now we are talking about all of this, and yet these guys will bring out Boko Haram. They will spend billions of naira trying to rehabilitate these people, and the same people that went through excruciating pain while they were in the den of these abductors would suffer for the rest of their lives without getting nothing. What kind of a nation does that? You know, it is only a failed nation, a nation that does not want the good of her people, that will be doing such. Because I don't understand why our government will spend billions of naira on bandits, on Boko Haram members who claim that they have repented, and you grant them amnesty and use billions of naira to rehabilitate these people, and yet the people who have suffered in the den of these guys are released into the society. No care, no medical checkup, nothing. You just give them a surfaced welcome, give them a surfaced medical checkup, and that is it. And you think that is enough? It is absurd, and they should learn to make Nigerians live well. Because I know very soon this government will meet its Waterloo. But until then, men, I urge every one of you as Nigerians, keeping hope alive. Yes, that is all I can say at this point. So my dear friends, that is it. Thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to drop your comment, give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell. Thank you for being here. Do have a pleasant time. Bye for now.